Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Miami Dolphins.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Back to throw. Harvey. Over the middle, complete. That's Kramer. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Harvey. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Harvey. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff up the middle. Stamper. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down. Stamper, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Harvey. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Harvey, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points one. Two and three in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200. Wasn't a crazy, crazy game, but very good. Solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Up the middle they go. It's Watkins. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing after the interception. Harvey. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. That one on the rookie, Charles. Maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times we talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Harvey. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. To throw on third down, Harvey. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. Much needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Harvey. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, Stamper. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there
with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Harvey. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. 67 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Extra point right down the middle, and the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he's got some space here. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Houston set to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Steps away. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Harvey. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
So now here come the Dolphins.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Extra point forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. We always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Harvey. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. Operating from the gun. Harvey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing deep for Stewart. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken in at the 22.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. I don't think the coverage was the problem. The coverage was pretty good.
The coverage was excellent, but what quarterbacks love to do, if they see the head of the defender away from the line of scrimmage, like if they see the back of his helmet, they throw the football to the receiver with the understanding he'll make a play on the ball a little bit quicker than the defensive back can recover.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
Touchdown! From 13 yards out.
And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now out comes Houston. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Harvey. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Houston set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception.
And now here is another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Franklin, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A chance to really cap off a big first. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins are pouring it on.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Harvey. And now here is another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Harvey. He finds his man complete. It's Kramer. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possession.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Up the middle they go. Miller had a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins just continue to roll. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And here comes the Texans now.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing on 1st down. Brooks. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Houston's offense taking over again. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
On 2nd down now, Stamper.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Harvey. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Stamper.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Stamper.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Stamper.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stamper. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
On On third down, Stamper. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
To throw on second down, Harvey. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Oh. Touchdown reception. And the Texans are able to claw one back. Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They run the counter. Franklin. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. The guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run on 1st down. It's Franklin. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Franklin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Up the middle they go. Watkins on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Weaver. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Weaver, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. On first down, Weaver, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On first down, Harvey. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
78 yards on the ground for him so far.
On second down now, it's Franklin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from the 20.
And the Dolphins continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Texans set to come onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Harvey. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken at the 37. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense set to regain possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And he goes out right around the 39. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Back to throw. Harvey. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Brooks. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Harvey. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Harvey.
This is Phillips yet again.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Harvey. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Harvey. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Dolphins,
they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.
and for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.